Okay, welcome to Peel Park. The date is Wednesday the 6th of December as we welcome back our hosts, Salford men's firsts, as they take on Liverpool's seconds. I am Bix Williams and joined with me today is Lewis Speed.
Hello, absolute pleasure to be joined by you today, Bix. I'm excited. Are you?
I am looking forward to tonight. You know, you've got the Salford side who are coming off of 2 wins, a very big victory over Manchester Mets, seconds last week. So even though, you know, Liverpool could be deemed the favourites today, I do have full faith in the hosts.
Yeah, and just to confirm for the viewers at home, Bix, who's wearing what colours?
Oh, perfect. Well, our host Salford will be on the right in the blue and yellow, and Liverpool in their away kit, full white.
Yeah, you know, it matches the skyline today. It's been a very, very cold day in Manchester. Not quite snowed, but there's been a lot of frost, hasn't there?
You know, it's starting to get down to Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for the days when the snow finally comes in.
Yeah, exactly. Salford looking confident, Liverpool looking confident. Liverpool favourites on paper today, but I'm sure Salford will put up a good test.
Oh yeah, it's third versus second, both sides on the same amount of points with games played, just down to goal difference. So a win could be huge, you know, a few points off top. There's a lot on the line tonight.
How do you think the size difference of the two teams will make a difference today? Liverpool have a lot of tall players. Salford, not quite as much, relying more on skill and speed up front.
Well, I've seen Salford play many times. They're a tactical outfit, but if Liverpool really can use that height to their advantage, it could be a deadly weapon.
Have you got anyone else to look out for today for Salford, Bix? Anyone the viewers should be looking out for?
Well, if you look at their Instagram, nearly every week you see goals from Lecky. He's on the bench for tonight, which I find quite interesting.
Yeah, the game's about to kick off now. Referee's asking for a ball. Finley Gaynor going to be commanding the pitch today.
Yeah, listen, we know Finn very well. He's a broadcast journalist here at Salford, but when the game kicks off, you don't see any friends, any sides from him. He's straight onto it.
He takes his job very seriously. We spoke to him before the game. He seems prepared. He seems ready. There will be no bias here, however. He's not from Liverpool. He is from the Wirral.
It'll be Liverpool to get his underwear.
So he is
towards the right.
And the whistle goes. Liverpool kick off. They go long straight away here. Number 7. And that's a penalty straight away. It couldn't get off to a worse start, Bix Williams.
That's not what you want. He's done a great job to draw the foul. Like, again, just because it's the first couple of seconds, the referee's never going to be, not wanting to give a penalty. It's going to be a very easy chance now for Liverpool to take the lead.
You give the referee a decision to make there, and I think it was quite an obvious one. You know, we were speaking about Finn just before the game. He's in the thick of it straight away today. The keeper's got a task on his hands. And cool penalty.
Yep, he's sent him the wrong way. It's a great start for Liverpool. You know, scoring this early on though, you've got to think it's going to change both teams' tactics completely.
Yeah.
No matter what the manager said to them before this has kicked off, completely gone out the window.
Salford can't let their heads drop now. I think just got to keep the ball now. Don't be rash. You know, decisions like that are never good. And this early on in the game, the manager is going to be pulling his hair out right now.
Definitely, but we are back underway. University of Liverpool seconds, 1, Salford,
pass.
0.
Liverpool seem comfortable from the off, and they're on the attack again.
Lovely ball. It's played down the left.
On the wing. And that's a clearance from the Salford defender. He's still got the ball, it's still in. Number 2.
You may have noticed by where the camera is positioned right now, we are actually in the danger zone tonight.
Yes.
There's no cover, there's no nothing, and well, Lewis, how do you feel knowing a ball could just get rattled you at? any point.
It's not the first time I've been worried about that, Bix, and it won't be the last. I'm slightly more worried about the cold today. My hands are absolutely freezing. How about you?
Well, my mum, the absolute angel, decided to donate me 2 of her Morrison's gloves. Now, you know, this is the season for sharing. I will happily lend you one of these.
Oh, well, big shout out to all the mums out there. And I'm sure there's a lot of proud University of Liverpool mums today. Liverpool 1-0 up so far. Can they score another, or can Salford equalise? At the moment, it's all Liverpool. It's all Liverpool. Salford haven't had an attack yet, but you know what? Their star striker is on the bench, so you never know. And we're not quite sure why that's the case. It could be injury, it could be tactical, but you can't deny it's been a poor start so far.
It really has. I think, you know, at the moment, Salford are playing a back 3, which is something that, you know, at the university level you don't normally risk if you normally just play a 4-4-2, 4-4-3.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I think that the height advantage that we mentioned beforehand is what led to that goal. You know, a ball over the top. It's gone over the defender's head. You know, not the tallest defender, couldn't clear it, and just another cynical foul there from Salford. Just making rash decisions. I think this early on in the game, you know, you're not quite in the game. You're going to make those tough decisions. It's a cold day. So, you know, you have to feel for the Salford player there.
We've previously talked to Finley Gaynor, the referee. He said he's not going to be afraid to do a booking if he really has to. Of course,
no.
You know, he'll never want to, but keeping the peace is something that is very important for him.
Yeah, there's no friends in football, and Finley Gaynor proves that to a T. Ball swinging in.
Good punch from the keeper.
Can Salford clear it? Still Liverpool. Number 5 keeping the ball. Good clearance from Salford. But it goes straight back to the Liverpool player, out onto the wing. Another in-swinger. And well intercepted by the Salford player there, number 8. Can he get it out of his feet? He can't. Dangerous playing around the back here. And it's out on the wing. Salford seem comfortable. Going long.
See, that's something I think you're going to have to get very
number 9, he's through on goal. He's left 2 man for dead.
Sends it in.
Oh, well done, keeper.
Ricochets off the Liverpool defender, and the keeper gets nice hands to the ball.
It's a first half chance for Salford, that. You know, a glimmer of hope. I think that's all you need in this game. It's still only 1-0, so it's all to play for. Salford putting on a bit more pressure now. And it's won by number 3, and it's won back by the Liverpool player.
Some great legs on number 7 down the right.
He's left 2 man for dead, and he's on the run. Round Moat would be proud. And it's out for a corner.
So, Lewis, what are your thoughts on Salford wearing blue and yellow? Now, they're a university which, you know, brandish themselves in red and white.
It's funny that, isn't it? I mean, the first team you go to is obviously Shrewsbury. It's an interesting decision, isn't it? I have to say, you know, there's no biases, but I do prefer... and that's another goal. Number 4.
Very good corner whips in deep. It looks like no one in blue and yellow wanted to clear it. And he just slots it into the net.
And the shout of "come on" comes from the corner taker. He's a happy bunny. But it's not Easter, it's Christmas time. And the Whites are 2-0 up.
Yeah, well, it's all about mentality now for Salford. You know, we've seen some high scorers today in the women's game just before this week. We don't want to repeat with that.
Yeah, and that's the worry now, isn't it? I think at this stage, you've got to be really careful for it not to be a rout. As a Sheffield United fan myself, I've seen an 8-0 against my team so far this season, and that is not what the Salford fans over there will be watching. A decent crowd for the weather, though, Bix.
Oh, yeah, well, there's the student union's nice and warm. They've put on an absolutely beautiful winter wonderland today.
Yeah, and there's a Ferris wheel over there that I haven't managed to have a go on, but it looks very nice. I'm a bit scared of it, to be fair. And the Liverpool attackers are scaring the Salford defenders at the moment, and he's just won the ball back on the edge of the area, and he's wasted the ball. But Liverpool still have it, and it's out for a throw-in. What do you make of the goalkeeper kits, Bix? All pink is garish, to say the least.
It's fluorescent, isn't it? It catches your eye.
Yeah.
You know, I think when you wear a kit like that, you've got to have a good performance.
Yes, absolutely.
If you're shipping goals left, right and centre, you don't want to be doing it in a pink kit.
Yes, yes, absolutely agree. And the proof is in the pudding with the goalkeeper. And unfortunately, for these 2 goals, the keeper has football pie all over his shirt. There's another attack from Salford here, and they've won the ball, number 9, but he gives it straight back to the Liverpool player. It's back to the Salford player. It's been a common theme today with Salford, winning the ball and just giving it straight back to the Liverpool player, and it's cleared by the keeper, who's wearing a goalkeeper top that encapsulates a Calippo lime ice lolly, I think. It's a shame he's not all lime green. That would have been excellent. But we can't have everything. We've had 2 goals today, none for Salford, 2 for Liverpool.
I think Salford really need to just get a control of the game in the middle. I believe, you know, with the height advantage, they're not going to get any luck sending it long, you know, to the attackers. I think just getting the ball to the ground, nipping it about like it's been done before.
Yeah, I mean,
that could be what they need.
Ultimately for Salford, if you don't score more goals than the opposition, you're never going to win games of football. So that has got to be the main aim.
Is that Michael Owen call it?
That is.
One of the greats of the game.
I could be stand corrected, but I don't think Salford have had a shot on target yet today. And if you don't have a shot on target, you're never going to score any goals, Bix Williams.
I don't know if you look to your right, that's a corner flag.
For the viewers at home, Bix Williams has just bamboozled me.
Yeah, it's just a bit. Listen, we just love a bit of banter here at Salford.
That's what you get. The Chuckle brothers of Co-Coms, 2 Yorkshire men. It's been a pleasure so far, Bix, and I couldn't wish to do it with a better man.
Honestly, Lewis, when we got the idea for this, the concept, I was like, who do I think could ramble about a football game for 90 minutes? And you were the first name that sprung to mind.
Yeah. And it's getting quite congested in that midfield, and our friend Finley Gaynor blows up. One thing I've noticed from number 8, who's just nearest to the ball now, to say he's a defender, he keeps hold of the ball for a long time, doesn't he? And I think if you were a Salford player, that would frustrate you.
Yeah, well, I think usually he does play a bit more up the field. More of a holding midfielder role, but dropping more deep today.
Yeah, that would make sense. Salford, a lot more subs than the Liverpool players. Not rolling subs today. That was a decision made by the teams. Finley Gaynor, the referee, did give them the option, and it's a save.
Great chance down the right-hand side. It comes through to the Liverpool number 9 just before he can get his feet to the ball.
And that is poor. You know, I've seen Salford First play a few times this season, and I'll be honest, I've been impressed. Today, I don't know whether it's a matter of the opposition being professional, very good players, or have they let themselves down so far, Bix Williams?
I feel like they just need to get a hold of the game. Like, momentum's a bad thing. Number 7 now manages to steal the ball. He has to go from distance.
What a save!
Dive from the Salford keeper to deny it as it goes out for a Liverpool corner.
And he leaps like a bright pink salmon, Bix Williams.
Honestly, if he got a catch, it would have been good.
That's the sort of banter you get with Lewis Speed and Bix Williams on Co-Coms today.
Can Liverpool be deadly from the corner again? Whipped in to no response.
Yeah, you can't help but notice the size difference. You know, I know I keep on harping this point home, but I think with set pieces, it's always going to be an issue.
Yeah, well, in many forms of life, size doesn't matter, but for football, and when you hit them corners, it really does.
See, I've never had such problems, Bix, but I am an empath, so you know, I can empathise with people if they have those struggles.
Excellent pressing from Salford, as Liverpool are awarded a throw-in just at the edge of the halfway line.
As Liverpool pass it back, I'm going to ask you the question, Bix. Who has the best haircut on the pitch today? Because I'm looking at number 3, and it's reminiscent of Jack Grealish.
I like it.
Pulls that thought, Liverpool are through on goal.
An excellent tackle, you know, he managed to win the ball, stand up, but the referee does call a pause to the game.
What has he called that for?
I think there was a bit of a shove.
I see. I mean, that for me that wasn't a foul, but you know, who am I to question
the referee?
The authority of Finlay Gaynor.
Finlay Gaynor, what a referee. To go back to your question, I think number 9 for Salford has a lovely head of hair.
Yeah, he's got a good barn, hasn't he?
You know, I think as a striker, you've got to have something that, you know, that you're remembered for. You know, you have Suarez as his armband.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not seeing that many Scouts trims, to be fair.
Yeah, that is the real question. How many Scousers will be on this team?
I'm not sure. I actually visited Liverpool the other day, and me and my friend, who's also from Sheffield, were putting on a fake Scouse accent. And a Scouser walked past us and said, "Oh, fellow Scousers." So you know, that was a nice feeling. I kind of felt at one with the Liverpool community. Ultimately, it was all a mirage. I am not from Liverpool. But you know what that shows you? There's a lot of students at the University of Liverpool that are not from Liverpool. I can name about 6 or 7.
Salford now just returning possession, looking to try gain some calmness to this fixture.
And the Jack Grealish look-alike plays a decent ball. And number 11, is he going to win the ball back? Number 6, and Liverpool keep hold of it.
It's always risky as a defender to be doing the fancy flicks and stuff.
And you know what I'll say though? The captain, number 3 for Salford, is having a solid game. Have I spoke too soon? Number 7 on the wing. Number 3, the captain following him. He's got the ball in. Is it going to be another goal? He's in the box. And
excellent
won
interception
back by Salford. They just need to clear it now. And number 10 has space to run.
I'll tell you what, number 11 coming down the left.
Splitting pass to number 11.
For this ball. Stands up his man as he plays it back to number 9. 10 had a man behind him, and it's cleared out for a Salford throw deep into the Liverpool half.
Yes, not only are they good at football, these Liverpool boys, they're also clever boys. It's not an easy uni to get into, Liverpool. You have to be very clever.
Yeah, I've heard a few UCAS points are required to get that gig.
Yes. Big shout out to Samuel Payne. Very clever boy that goes to the University of Liverpool. I'm sure the viewers at home will know exactly who that is. Salford are winning the ball. Number 6. Can he find a pass? He can to number 5. They've got time. This is better from Salford. I think Liverpool are starting to tire out now, and a lot more chances for Salford here.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to want to see.
Number 8 on the wing. Can he get a pass off? He can. Number 6. That's a poor ball, and he screeches in frustration. Number 16, the big man up front. But it's a poor touch.
I've got a question for you.
Go on.
Who is your favourite big man in football?
Oh, it's such an easy choice, but I was going to swear then. I didn't. Peter Crouch has got to be. I love Peter Crouch. I think he's brilliant. As a Sheffield United fan, I'm also a big fan of Ollie McBurney, but he needs to stop getting sent off, Bix.
Oh, of course. Peter Crouch, though, great man, even better wife.
That I can't deny. Abby Clancy.
Number 11 from distance.
Oh!
Takes a deflection, safe hands for the goalkeeper. But you could see that power in that one.
He's got a foot like a traction engine, Bix. And he is unleashing cannons, number 11. Just a shame he couldn't get them on target. I have a lingering feeling that if Gail Lewis was up top for Salford today, the score wouldn't be 2-0.
Can you familiarise the audience with who Gail Lewis is?
Gail Lewis. Sorry, I need to stay professional. I'm getting a bit emotional here. She is a Walmart veteran, you know, a legend of the game.
I actually I suited him off for defensive how good she's just cleaning up, you know, doing a job. No, not. She's a very traditional.
Sweeps up at the back.
Yeah. Listen, you're not. It's no nonsense. It's just work.
Yeah. But she's lethal in front of goal, and if you are caught shoplifting, she's a lethal punisher.
Let's see if Liverpool can steal a goal as they are awarded a free kick right to the edge of the box.
You have to say if Salford score at this point, it's akin to shoplifting because Liverpool have been much the better side. However, in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so, Salford seeming to get into the game a little bit more, just struggling to get shots off. But this is a great position, isn't it, Bix?
Listen, I am looking at this. I hope he goes for it. Obviously, we don't want to go, but when you're that far out, I think going for a shot is a good effort. Oh my God, he's gone!
Oh, it was almost a Christmas miracle. What a strike!
Great effort from the Liverpool captain. The left-footed strike just cruises over. Would have been a great chance to solidify that lead furthermore. Play down the left, 11. He's good with his feet.
Keeps the ball well. Here's the captain.
I think both teams, pressing-wise, have been excellent, just constantly.
Yeah, and you know what? Both teams have grown into the game, and it's becoming a good game of football, enjoyable watch. Number 9 here.
Excellent to keep it by his side.
He's got skills like Ronaldo, but he can't find his man. Unlike his Portuguese counterparts, the Portuguese police, they just can't find their man. Okay, are you hoping for a white Christmas this year, Bix?
Just like the ones I used to know, Mr. Speed. I don't think it would be very nice doing one of these games in the snow. But you never know.
Good chance there.
You know, just going for those 50-50s, those aerial duels with these Liverpool players.
Yeah. I know Finlay Gaynor, the referee, is hoping for a white Christmas, Bix.
Of course. In many ways.
Okay. The goalkeeper's coming out of his box. He's not coming out. Don't let the pink goalkeeper kit fool you. Can he start play? Playing out from the back here. He thought he had time there. And that's it's a poor ball. It didn't find the man. And if you're enjoying the camera work at home today, I'm going to let Bix Williams introduce you to our excellent camera operator.
Well, you know, we're the voice, but there's a man with the hands behind this. I'd like to give a shout out to Thomas, Mr. TJC, absolute grafter. He's put in the effort tonight to come out and help put this show together.
Yeah, and we couldn't put on this show without you. And our Liverpool putting on a show today. Number 7, still with the ball. Can he put it in? And it's a clearance from the Salford defender, and it's still in. He's got time.
Work on the break.
He's got space. Can he find his man? Number 11. Passed it back. Number 9's calling for the ball, but he's got men around him. Number 8 of Liverpool.
Great ball. Goalkeeper's going to be called into action.
The salmon strikes again. The saves just seem so much better with that pink kit, Bix Williams.
I know. I don't know what the material is, but you can really hear the thud of the ball against it.
And yeah, another big shout out to the fans over there. They're looking cold. That's because it is cold. It is freezing today.
The corner results in nothing. I'd like to say, I'm looking forward to varsity personally. Are you familiar with varsity?
Yeah, it's where the university plays, against each other.
Yeah, I'm assuming our opponents will be Chester. I can just imagine how lively it will be there. You know, it's getting warmer for the British standpoint. It'll still be match.
Hopefully we're on co-coms for that as well.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, what a ball! Number 8.
Excellent there. He's found number 7 down the right-hand side. He's going to stand it up. Salford neglecting to whip it in first time and want to beat the man here. Excellent effort. He's sent in, takes a deflection. Cleared.
Well defended from Liverpool. They haven't really slipped up at the back here, and that's a foul from number 13. Little scuffle there. Oh, that is a headbutt from number 8, and Finley Gaynor has gone a yellow card him. I thought that was going to be a red, Bix Williams. What did you think?
I think it's university football, you know. He had every right to send him off for that one, but a yellow, he's got to be lucky he's on the pitch. You've got to keep your composure in games like these. Even if he does leave something on you, you can't retaliate with a headbutt.
That was diabolical. Get him off the field. Get him off the field. That was diabolical.
The free kick is still awarded in Salford's favour, however, and it would be a good way to take the attention off your yellow card, something from this.
Yeah, well, course from the players saying he's got away with one there, and I would probably agree with that, Bix. But as always, in Finley Gaynor we trust. Very professional so far. You know, if that was a red card, that's 2 big decisions that Salford have made him make there. A penalty and a possible red card. They need to keep their heads here. It's a decent ball in from number 8. Who's lucky to still be on the field. And he's got to be off. He has got to be off. He is off. And Liverpool will feel justice has been served.
Well, it's come to him. He's had 3 men surround him. Honestly, all you've got to do is just try and get rid of it. But the Liverpool man's leg's been caught in that.
That was just silly, Bix. To do that after you've just headbutted a player, and you know what? He's let his team down there because they were getting into the game, having started very poorly, I must say. But they were getting into the game and they were getting chances, and to do that is just completely reckless, Bix.
It's not what you're going to want. He's now got to go back to that Lowry 1 reception and, you know, just collect those thoughts, and Salford will have to do the remainder of the game without a very big part of their midfield on the pitch.
That's a great pass. Number 9 on the wing.
Now, Salford, you know, they've been pressing from minute 1, but with a man down, he's going to become 3 times the job with that man off.
See, if I'm Salford's manager, I'm saying just carry on, lads. Play how you've been playing. You know, it's going to be really, really difficult for them to get a result now. But the last thing you want is a really high score line, isn't it?
Of course not. There is
But number 11's through on goal here. Can he score? Oh, and it's a great save from the Liverpool keeper.
Excellent effort. He's managed to just use that pace. He's exploded through. And, you know, it wasn't the most powerful shot. He did go for placement, which I think probably was the best idea. But excellent one-handed save from the Liverpool goalkeeper as it goes out for a corner.
Bix, I want one noise to describe that save.
Ooh.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. I can't disagree.
Just trying to get my Gary Neville going, you know.
Yeah. Corner for Salford. Hoping for another goal. And Salford manager probably puts the win against the University of Liverpool FIRSTS on his Christmas list this year. At the moment, Santa's thinking he's been a naughty, naughty boy.
Here come Liverpool. A beautiful
number
ball
7 through on goal. And he wins the ball.
Chest.
And it's quite easy in the end for number 6. Can he get rid? He can, to number 11.
You exclude the score. I think Salford, from the first to the third team, have some absolutely incredible defenders.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't deny it. They've done a great job. And Liverpool look dangerous up front, and I think, you know, bear in mind the first goal was a penalty in the first minute. You know, just these things happen in football, and it's not how you want to start the game. But ultimately, you can't blame the majority of the defenders for that. Second goal could do better from a corner. But you know, Liverpool have got some big boys, and it's always going to be tough.
Some shouts for a foul, but Mr. Gaynor blows them aside. Salford, as number 4 looks for his options, he sees, you know, there's always going to be that one more white shirt now, and that just makes it so much more difficult.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, this is an absolute dream come true to be commentating today. So, Bix, I have a question for you. Who is your idol when it comes to commentating?
Now, in a world of nepotism, you know, you want to have your links, and unfortunately in the family, no one has gone into it, but my mother went to high school with Guy Mowbray.
Wow!
Yeah, so that's really my only claim to fame, and the only name I know about he's been added to the new EAFC football game.
That's really impressive. He's got to be offside there, and he is. Yeah. You know, for me, it's got to be Charlie the commentator. You know, anyone at home, if you've got TikTok, check out Charlie the commentator. He is excellent, and what I would do to have Charlie the commentator with me by my side right now, well, you don't want to know. Oh, no. You can't be passing it round the back like that.
We're playing a risky game, but I don't think Liverpool will be complaining if that's all Salford want to do. Number 9 dropping deep to try and get his side up the field. Salford just struggling to do anything the second it gets into that.
Yeah, I think that sending off has killed the game a little bit here. It was becoming quite an entertaining game, and I feel like the game has gone a bit flat since the sending off. Obviously Salford a lot more cautious, and often it does change the game, a sending off. And
from number 7. The referee's giving it another foul now. Salford don't want to get themselves into foul trouble, because if they keep doing this, he'll have to have a word, and then the cards could just keep coming.
Finlay Gaynor will not be scared to make tough decisions, and Salford don't want to put him in that position.
Of course not. Free kick now for Liverpool. Just a bit outside of the area.
Yes. Oh, no.
He converts the try.
It's so funny you say that, Bix, because I was going to make a rugby pun there as well. See, this is why we're so good together on the co-coms.
It's telepathy. I read into the mind. And he has read that tackle exceptionally. Number 4 for Salford. Honestly, John Stones-esque.
People often compare us to twins, don't they?
Well, I look in the mirror, I do see a bit of Lewis speed.
Yeah. The accent as well, you can probably both tell we are both proud Yorkshiremen.
I like myself repping the west side.
South side is the best. And playing a dangerous game at the back there, the goalkeeper.
Well, that's what, you know, end of the day, you've got a good turnout today.
I can't lie,
you've got to put a show on in this weather, and I hope that's what Liverpool, you know, try do.
That was an excellent interception, but Liverpool have got the ball back, and that's a great ball and a great touch as well. It's 7-on-7.
Atu has a good few seconds to decide what he wants to do. Plays it in to 8.
That's a decent ball, but a decent clearance as well. They can't quite get it away, and it's back to Liverpool.
Very fast-paced football.
Where is number 9 playing, Bix? Because he's up and down this field. His fitness levels must be excellent.
I know, well, every player's got to, you know, get the iron lung, really, just give it everything in the tank. You know what?
You've got to graft.
I hate to say it, but I do feel like the decision to scrap rolling subs could come to my Salford today.
Yes, yes, no, I agree. Can't quite see their bench, but I've been told they have a lot more subs than Liverpool. Has a substitution been made yet, Bix? I know this is slightly unprofessional of me, but I don't recall a substitution being made so far.
Lewis, I don't think I've seen anything. A few fans heading for the exits early on.
And that is poor from the Salford fans, you know, leaving before half-time. Although, it is very cold out here today.
Well, the student union are holding a rec night tonight. Wreck the halls.
I'm excited.
Oh, will you be there, Mr. Speed?
Will I? Yes, I will. But it's gonna be a quiet one for me tonight. Last night was a bit of a heavy one, but I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling fresh as a daisy. And Salford clear the ball. I went with Prosecco last night, Bix.
Excellent choice.
Yeah, it's quite rare. I mean, I'm usually just a lager man. Hopefully none of these players have been drinking before the game, because that would impact their performance.
Some would say the referee's been drunk with some of these decisions.
Oh,
an excellent effort.
Oh my word, how on earth did not hit the onion bag? I will never know. Another good ball in.
Cleared by Salford, but I say cleared, it's never truly gone.
Yeah.
Every time it's knocked out, it seems to just find a white shirt without fail.
Yeah. I mean, I learned the hard way not to have a beer before a game when I was playing for the 98 Stone. I had a pint at half time and then was sick in the toilets. I still came on and scored 2 though, so maybe it was a lucky charm. Number 7 to number 8 on the wing. What's he blown there for, Bix?
I think he's seen an offside. No linos on display.
Yeah, that's got to be hard for a referee, hasn't it?
Oh, definitely. Especially, you're refereeing a game where the players are like your age. Some, of course, a bit older. It's not going to be easy with some of them screaming at you. Oh, very physical jump. The referee's going to play advantage.
That's very, very impressive refereeing work there from Finlay Gaynor. Footballers complain, but he's the man in the middle. He's the man in charge.
Salford do need a man like that, I believe. Someone who can really dictate it for them.
Yeah.
That's got to be the key if they want to goal still.
Yeah. Whipped in by number 3. Okay, there's a chance here for Salford. Can they get a shot off? Can they get a shot off? Oh, and it's another excellent save.
He struck the ball so cleanly, but the keeper, who's just done a great job to dive, he's claimed it, he's made sure it's not let go. And
say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go.
The voice of an angel.
Yeah, both keepers have been very good today, haven't they? I've been very impressed.
We're in the 3rd division of university football. You've got to be on your A game. Salford have 3 teams. That also means 2 more goalkeepers. So you've got to be performing constantly to keep your name in the team sheet.
Yeah. And if I was going to grade the team today, the boys in white, they'd be in Class A. And the team wearing blue and yellow have a lot to be desired. They're in set 8 today, I'm afraid, Bix.
This is our first game at home in about a month and a half. It's been a good while, and this isn't really the home reception they've wanted.
No, and the fans have got to be disappointed coming out and saying this today. And it could have all been so different. Two very, very bad decisions, the red card and the penalty. Definitely cost it, and it changes the game. I'd be intrigued to see how it would be without those 2 decisions. Ultimately, Salford have shown glimpses of talent, but the professional play of Liverpool has just stopped them, hasn't it? every pass is pretty much going to the man. They're keeping it on the ball very well, and that's something that can't be said for the Salford team today.
Yeah, Salford really struggling now, and honestly, I cannot see it getting better in the second half.
No. Number 8 in the middle of the pitch, and he just plays it back. And that gives me a good time to give you the fact of the day. The city with the most marbling in the world is Tashkent in Turkmenistan.
What a beautiful fact of the day.
You're welcome. But that won't matter to number 2 as he tries to push the ball forward. Number 8, it's through to number 16. Is he onside there? It's a close call.
Brave goalkeeping.
Yes, he's leaped like a salmon there again.
That's what you've got to do. Listen, you've got, I think, look at that, the Liverpool attacker actually taller than the keeper, and he's still just thrown himself to the ground out where he was looking to kick it as much as possible.
Yeah. Well, they say goalkeepers are the madmen of football. What's the maddest thing you've ever done on a football pitch, Bix?
Well, as you know, you briefly mentioned Stone United.
Those bloody stoners.
What are they like? We may have been a few goals down, and I decided to whip out the Belling goal celebration.
Yeah.
Despite needing about.
Is there going to be a goal celebration here? No, there's not. Salford win the ball. That's a great tackle.
Oh, and the referee's given a foul. I'm assuming he was calling back advantage.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shouting today, hasn't there? A lot of masculine energy in the air. Let's hope it doesn't boil over into toxic masculinity.
That's it. As two huge advocates of feminism, we don't see toxic masculinity.
We don't want to see that, do we?
We like seeing a peaceful game, but you never know with football, do you?
No. Number 7.
7 fails to beat his man. Unfortunately, could not find him again. Salford getting 2 on it. Referee calls foul in the favour of the visitors.
And I'd like to harp back to the subject of women. Big shout out to the Salford women's team today. Unfortunately, it was a 10-2 loss. You watched some of that game, Bix. How was that?
Yeah, they've got to be gutted. And the scoreline, of course, sounds ludicrous, but there was a period of the game, it was 4-2. They came so close twice, but they failed to convert, and then they got punished for that.
I have to say, within the first minute of this game, you must have been getting deja vu, thinking this scoreline is going to be similar to the game that I previously watched. But it's not been a massacre so far. But Salford have given the ball away again here. They've won it back. Aim to find a man, and it's a sideward pass. It's a long ball to nowhere, and it's back to the Liverpool keeper. Good pass back to number 4. Pressure being put on by the Salford players. Oh, that is mean. That is mean. Say sorry. Number 16.
I hate to know the temperature of the ground right now. Either it is soggy, either it is freezing.
I've got the sniffles as well. Yeah. But it's all worth it for the love of the game. I've had great fun. We don't let the cold stop us, do we, Bix?
Of course not. And just imagine the summer's games.
Oh yeah. The shirts will be coming out then. Here we go, number 7. Can he get a shot off? No, he can't. Oh, that is another dodgy tackle. Yeah, I think that's got to be a yellow card.
Referee from the game are going to go into the book again. A yellow card for the Salford man.
They don't want to get another man sent off. They've got to be careful here. It's not even half time yet, Bix Williams. What is going on?
Well, you've got to think about the fines as well. Listen, we're all balling on a budget here at uni. Getting these yellow cards, it's going to add up.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you get fined in the Uni League for getting sent off?
You do. I'm not familiar with the actual prices. You know, I'll have to chat to the referee at the end of the game. But yeah, yellow cards, red cards. They'll get it down in that notebook and it'll be reported straight on.
It makes it even sillier, I think, that decision from number 8 there. Not only have you let your team down, you've also let your wallet down. That's got to be a few pints worth, surely. I mean, £2.50 cause at the SU. It's got to be at least 5 or 6 pints this fine.
There's actually a special bargain on that for tonight.
Is there?
Yeah, £2 for a WKD or a VK.
Really?
And listen, I remember being 16 once.
Yes, unfortunately I am of legal age, so I will not be allowed to be purchasing any WKD. Oh, and number 7 wins the ball.
Great composure from number 5, I think. Done a great job in the first half. 10 sends it up.
Great header. Having said that, my Auntie Elaine loves a WKD, but she had to stop drinking it because she got diabetes. Okay, back to number 2. Back to the serious stuff. Liverpool on the ball. Salford putting pressure on them.
Excellent one-touch football. Just the perfect way to beat the press and get extra marks. It's just so much easier.
I'm going to be honest, I think Salford's press has been excellent today, but I also think that Liverpool have just dealt with it really, really well. The defenders are cool, calm and composed.
I think that's what you want at this level. I do believe, from what I've seen so far, both sides play relatively similar football.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think both sides, I would say, are struggling for that one lethal striker. Even Liverpool, you know, for all their great play in the middle of the pitch and keeping the ball, they have struggled to have that final shot on goal. But I think that's also down to the good defending from the Salford team. Yeah, they've just been let down in the middle of the park today, Salford. Can he win it? Number 7. Oh. See, the ball went near us there, and I'm surprised it's not gone nearer to us in the game so far.
Yeah, I was going to think, do you think we'll be able to get a touch this game?
I'm hoping so. I feel very vulnerable right now. We're quite close to the action. Spoke to the referee before the game, didn't we? Promised we'd behave.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah, we're like those 2 guys, you know, in the Muppet Show. Those 2 old guys saying jokes in the top of the thing.
I'm familiar.
I can't remember their names, but we're sort of in that era right now, aren't we? And Salford push forward.
Excellent defending. I'd love to know the amount of tackles that have transpired so far. It's
Yeah.
so good from both ends.
And another. Only joking, it was offside. I always find that funny when players do that, when they know they're offside but they kick it in the net anyway. Do you think it gives them like a small, tiny, like 1% feeling of, oh, I have scored a goal, but not really?
I reckon it gets those testosterone levels boosted and
flowing.
Listen, as a mentality monster, you just want to score no matter what. So I think if you get it in once, even if it's offside, you never know.
Oh, that was almost a great turn, but again, excellent defending. And it's half-time. What a half, Bix.
Yeah, as it goes to the break, the score is Salford University 0. University of Liverpool seconds 2. Now here are the faces to the voices.
Yep. I did dress smart today. I'm gonna get that out for you at half-time. But I have to say, it is freezing, Bix Williams.
It is freezing. Now, if you could have a guess of how many layers I've got on, what would that be?
I'm going with 4.
Great guess. We have a body warmer, courtesy of Timberland.
Nice.
We then have a University of Salford hoodie from
Nice.
Now, it may be a bit messy, but you know what isn't? Sorry, could you hold this for a second?
Yeah. Oh, wow, that is excellent. It's Christmas time, ladies and gentlemen. Time for a beer. Yes, as much as I'm enjoying this game, I'm quite excited to get into that SU later. That first beer is going to hit differently after the cold today.
I hope they have some Christmas drinks, some mulled wine.
I really fancy some mulled wine. Yeah, I was in the pub the other day with my friend after Sheffield United had just lost 5-0 to Burnley. We were slightly depressed, and yeah, I was really craving some mulled wine, but they didn't have any in. I was absolutely gutted.
Where do you normally go for drinks after a United game?
It's not great. There's a Spoons sort of. Anyone knows Sheffield? You know the Sheaf Island near the Waitrose. You probably won't have gone to that bit of Sheffield really, but usually go there because it's a Spoons and it's cheap. But big shout out to the Washington in town in Sheffield. That's a great place. It's like a bar / pub. They have like music. It's really good. It's quite small, but they have like a dance floor. Drinks are expensive though. It's about £5 a pint.
It's not what you want. It's not what you want.
No.
What are your thoughts then on Salford's performance then in the half?
I think, speaking to you before the game, you were saying that Liverpool were the favourites, so I was expecting Liverpool to be more dominant. I think Salford have done some things quite well, and also some things leave a lot to be desired. I think the pressing's been really good. I've been really impressed with the pressing, but it's quite frustrating for the Salford fans and manager. They press, they win the ball, but they just give it away straight away. I think it's been quite a common theme of the game. Seeing both teams seem pretty calm all the time, don't they?
They do indeed. I don't believe the game's over, personally.
I think it'd be a mammoth task, I'll be honest. But I have to say, Liverpool are not really finishing their dinner. They're doing everything right around the box, but not really doing it where it matters.
I believe Salford, maybe they get some good substitutions in this second half.
Yeah.
You could see,
well, they've not scored a goal from open play, Liverpool. So I guess that plays into Salford's favour. There's been some pretty poor defending, but also some pretty good defending as well. I think where Salford need to get better is in the middle of the park. They're just getting absolutely dominated in the middle of the park. Anytime they win the ball, they give it away. Liverpool's passing's been pretty crisp. It looks like they're coming out again for half-time. Salford's still getting ready.
I was going to say there actually is football behind us. I know, so we said we weren't going to get involved today.
We could have a cheeky game of one bounce after the game.
Do you think you could score in the goal down there from here?
I think we'll never know. Bix Williams, broadcast journalism, we'll never know.
Yeah, I would not like to annoy the University of Liverpool second side.
No. Big scary guys.
Yeah, no. They're like animals at the zoo. You don't realise how big they are until you're up close with them.
I think pretty boys like us would get eaten alive if we played today, Bix. I think we're much better on the side of the pitch than we are on the pitch today.
And that is exactly what we're going to do. Waiting for Salford's players to come out shortly, but when they do, we will get off of your screens and back behind the camera.
Yeah. Big shout out again to Sam Payne. I'm sure you're watching, Sam. I'm sure you're happy today. He's a big University of Liverpool fan. I spoke to him on the phone yesterday and he was emotional with anticipation about today's game. And when I told him the big news that I was going to be on co-coms, he was delighted. And then when I told him I was doing it with Bix Williams, he was bursting with pride. So thank you so much, Sam. I'm sure you're watching at home. And I really feel like I've made it.
That's good stuff. I've got a quick question before we go into the second half. I'm not familiar entirely with your Sunday League experience, or just football in general. Have you ever played with a man down?
Yes, I think so, yes. Although, as we got older, there'd be a few fights. A lot of the guys on my team were quite big boys. I actually got punched in the face once, but the guy didn't get sent off, I know. The referee didn't see it. Mandy Speed, my beautiful mother, was not happy. She started crying. Bless her. I was actually fine. It wasn't a great punch, to be fair. But yeah, there's been some crazy Sunday League experiences. You don't really get that as much of that at Uni League, do you? Everyone's sensible, educated people. Even the sending off. Well, actually, no. I take that back. That was poor form. Actually, the sending off. That was poor form. Do you think that was a headbutt? Because it wasn't completely clear to me. We'd have to watch it back after the game.
To be fair, I think if it was, it could be that it was just, we saw it differently. The referee may have been inclined to give a red card if it was a proper headbutt. That we may have seen something different. Yeah,
because, Finlay Gaynor was quite close to it, from what I remember. So I'm not sure. if it's a headbutt, it's surely got to be a red card, hasn't it? So I don't know. But if it wasn't a headbutt, then I don't know what it was.
It will be the hosts to get us underway into the second half. Let's hope we see some more goals in the net that we saw in the first.
I think there's been a substitution being made for Salford here, just on the left. Number 2. And he comes close to us. A lot of underlayers on today. When I used to play football in Sunday League, you would get abused for wearing underlayers.
More of that toxic masculinity.
I know. We really need to stamp it out of football. To be fair, the Liverpool boys, I can only see one with an underlayer on. Maybe that's why they're winning.
Mentality is a big part of the game. Let's see how Salford do react to this second half of the man down. Will they slow down? Will they speed up?
Like Declan Rice, they have a corner. And it's picked up by the goalkeeper. I'm going to be honest, I find, Rice, Rice Baby, the song?
Yeah.
I find it ever so cringy, Pigs.
No, I don't think that's too unfair to say.
Right.
Excellent.
Number 9.
Keeping the ball
Great feet there from number 13, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want in your midfield.
Right,
I believe that's what Salford need.
Okay. Oh, he just took too long to get his shot off there, but the ball was bouncing uncomfortably, and the salmon.
Football's a physical game. You look at. I'm seeing hands all over the shop here. And, until anything goes too far, the referee can't blow. But it's what part of football is, really. I think we could definitely see a few fouls though in the second half.
What are you up to this weekend, Bix?
On Saturday, I will be travelling to Stoke as they take on Sheffield Wednesday. What about yourself?
I'm still not 100% sure, to be fair. I think I'll have a bit of editing to do ahead of our journalism assessment. On Thursday, though, it's my stepsister's 18th birthday. Gosh, they grow up so fast. Can you tell them to stop? Oh dear, I know. The mums watching at home will relate to that. Gosh, time flies, doesn't it? But yes, shout out to Thea. Happy 18th birthday, Thea. I'm sure you won't be watching. Salford have it. Number 2. Ah, that's poor. He just couldn't hold it, could he? Number 2 there. Number 9 calling for feet. He doesn't receive it, and it's a poor long ball there. To be fair, number 4 looks a bit like Cole Palmer.
Sure, I'll be happy with that one.
Yeah. Fun fact: Cole Palmer, on his dad's side, has family in St Kitts and Nevis, which is just a small Caribbean island.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I'm sure it's lovely this time of year. Not as cold as Salford.
Sunny Salford not living up to its name. Liverpool coming
3,
through.
marching forward.
Brought down. The referee doesn't give the foul.
I think that was another foul. Did he play? He didn't play advantage, did he?
Great ball
Okay.
very
Very well cleared. And the hood is going back up officially because I am freezing. You can't feel the cold at home, listeners, but I assure you it is very cold.
Yeah, the right hand is currently going numb from this, despite the glove being on. Great ball whipped in.
Don't get any ideas, Bix. Moving swiftly on. Liverpool marching forward. It's a great run from number 7, but just took that one touch too far. But it's still with Liverpool. It's back to the keeper with his luscious long locks. They play out really well from the back, Liverpool. Just so calm. And I really think that's where their game's been won today. In just their ability to keep possession. I spoke too soon. Salford have the ball. Can they keep it? The answer's yes. The answer's no. I stand corrected. Floodlights are beaming down on this wintry Wednesday evening. This pitch was only recently built, Bix Williams, wasn't it? To a cost of £1 million.
That discovery was made a few weeks back, and after discovering it, we're not really impressed. Lovely pitch, but not much heating, nowhere to sit.
No padded seats for us co-commentators, is there? Salford getting into the game a bit more. I don't think the 10-man disadvantage has actually affected them too much.
Not so far. I think something I've seen is they're using their width a lot more effectively.
Yeah.
Really spreading it, and I believe that's what's helped them more often.
There's been a tactical change, hasn't there, bringing on number 2. And I believe number 17 as well.
Lewis, I want your thoughts on non-traditional numbers in their positions. So, of course, if you look at the team, your goalkeeper will be 1, your striker will be 9.
See, I'm a bit of a traditionalist, Bix. But having said that, I'm also a sucker for a lucky number. So if a player has like a real reason to have said number, then I'm all for it. That being said, it has to be above 11. If there's a centre-back with a number 7, I think that is just grotesque, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not good.
In the Salford Chester women's game today, the Chester centre-half had the number 9.
I'm going to gag, Bix. That was... I wish you hadn't told me that. Number 2 on the wing here.
Oh, and Salford managed to win a corner from that. The pass seemingly just a bit overshot. But Liverpool taking no risks.
Are you a fan of corners? Do you like yoghurt and stuff?
I like yoghurt.
You know what
I enjoy corners even more.
You know what I hate? Rice pudding. It's disgusting. Anyway. Ooh! And the calls of well done ref come from the players. Commanding respect, Finn the Gainer yet again. Liverpool players call for it. They're moving it forward. Salford players are trying to press. They win the ball back, but it's out for a throw-in. Salford throw. If I was a Liverpool manager, I'd be saying we need to kill this game, boys, because the game is not over, is it? The scoreline is still fairly low. And I'll be honest, Salford should not be in this game. There's a shove in the back there.
You really shouldn't. I believe one goal.
Hey, everything changes.
Drastically changes the momentum, I believe. If Salford know they can get one back with the man disadvantage, they can get as many as they want.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tale as old as time in football. As soon as you get that one, the fans get behind you.
Excellent back heel.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, it's whipped in.
We may have spoke too soon, and yet again, just blunt up front. Offside anyway, I think. So it wouldn't have counted.
That is what I think Liverpool can experiment with. Just a bit of flair, just the flicks, the scoops, all this stuff. I think it's what's needed on this cold Wednesday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Can he keep the ball? He's still got the ball. Oh, that's excellent, but that's such a poor touch. The manager is fuming. Yes.
12 cents this one deep in. It's your white shirt.
We apologise for the language that you may have heard over there from the Liverpool manager. It's a passionate game, isn't it, Bix?
It really is. There's going to be frustration. Salford are only going to have
number
a few
2
chances coming. Number 2 decided to let it run on. Should have trapped it.
Yeah, he's not happy. And to be fair, I wouldn't be, because they started the game very well. And they're not playing badly. And the Liverpool manager speaking like number 9 Finn's girlfriend there.
That's it.
And Liverpool have the ball, passing it around at the back, as they've done so elegantly this game. It's quite a fast-paced game. you know, both sides really going for it now.
Now, do you know who I really feel for in all of this?
Go on. Who do you feel for, Bix?
Whoever is in charge of cleaning these Liverpool kits.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Imagine you're playing on a muddy field where you get a bit of blood. That's
Absolutely excellent challenge from number 5.
That is excellent. That is old school football. Stuff we miss in professional football. Tackles like that.
You know what? Defensively, Salford have been immense today. You know, it's 2 sloppy goals, you've got to think. But they've made some absolutely huge tackles during this game.
You know what? It's such a shame because as much as they haven't been the better side, at the end of the game, if it ends like this, they are going to be kicking themselves. Because you think, you know, obviously we weren't the better side, but we stayed in it, and the goals, to concede those 2 goals, it's got to be disappointing. You know, I think if you're Salford, you take a wonder goal. You know, you take a goal that's well worked by the team. But it's such a shame, and I think obviously the manager will be gutted with a few individual errors there. But I think it just comes down to quality at the end of the day, and so far Liverpool have more quality, it seems, and they parade forward. They just can't penetrate that box, can they, Liverpool?
Failing to test the Salford goalkeeper in quite a while. Ball wafted down the left-hand side. The referee calls for an offside.
It can't be nice for Finley Gaynor, that. Look, he's just being so rude to him.
I'm sure he would have hoped that someone would have volunteered to maybe run the lines on each side, but he hasn't been gifted with that.
Yeah. Number 9 says, no way, man. Questioning Finley Gaynor's refereeing ability, but I think he's had an excellent game today, and he's had to make a lot of tough decisions.
He's had some very tough decisions to make. It's never going to be an easy job. You know, you've got a penalty, a red card, foul central there.
And, you know, there's absolutely no bias at all with Finley Gaynor.
From number 6 there to win it back.
He's from the Wirral, so Liverpool and Manchester.
I asked Finn where he's from. He's a Scouser.
He's not a Scouse, he's from Merseyside.
Thank you, I did slip up on the pun. Ball played over.
Good clearance from Salford. Ooh, very sexy. Number 9, cleared by number 4. The little man heads clear. Pushing the back there. Yeah, that's a foul. Should be no complaints from the Salford boys there. Salford players still believe, you know, as the keeper shouts, the chances will come. I tend to agree with him. You always have that one chance in a game, and, you know, I think if it comes in this next 10 minutes, next 5 minutes, and they score it, it's game on.
It really is.
Number 9 on the wing here, very tricky.
Some good pressing there. Using that numbers advantage well.
Yeah, see, that's we come again. I think this is something that Salford need to work on their passing. I think a lot of the players, they hold on the ball a bit too long, I would say, Bix. You know, that isn't to say they haven't got the skills, because there's been some great runs on show from the Salford boys today. Some great close control.
I believe a good few of those blue and yellow shirts look so technical on the ball and so tricky on the feet, and I think what's stopping them from just attacking those fullbacks and really seeing how far them feet can get them.
I think a big part of that is Liverpool's great defensive display today. You know, they've got a few big guys at the back who've just been, without being sort of outstanding, very professional and done all the simple things right. They've done their jobs right. Not given any balls away at the back. They've always found their man. They've found a way to get up the pitch. And, you know, a lot of the time the defenders don't get the plaudits, so you have to really be world class. You know, I think of the likes of Virgil van Dijk and, you know, Maldini. But, you know, I have to say they are the unsung heroes of Liverpool's team today.
all played down the right, and now the numbers advantage isn't in their favour, and a few poor touches sees the ball return to Salford. But you did sense something in that Liverpool attack.
Something in the water tells me Liverpool aren't done with goals today. I feel like a goal is coming. They're really, really pushing Salford here.
Finally get
in swinger. That's a poor ball. But can it find its man?
Keeper
And the goalkeeper slips up here. Well played by the Salford defender.
Salford have a chance to work on the break now. Excellent clear.
Okay, here we go, number 9. But I think
he's got to use those legs.
It's just a bit too far out wide, and he does keep it in. And that's excellent play. He's made the absolute best of that.
17 on the ball, has an option out to his left.
Number 9, feeding on scraps a few times today. And he's done excellently. I've been really, really impressed with number 9. And he screams in frustration. Oh!
Number 6.
That
will be very happy with himself.
I'm going to be honest. I think Finley Gain has made a mistake there. I think that's a foul. I think that's a foul. Yeah, I think that's a foul.
Challenge by number 6 to deny what would have been a one-on-one. I think we really are getting to the exciting part of the game now. You know, this is where Salford realised, right, it's better late than ever.
Yeah.
They're going to have to keep piling men forward, which is going to result in counter-attack after counter-attack. And I believe we will see another goal in this game.
It's days like this that in 2020, locked in my room because of the coronavirus, that I dreamed of. I dreamed of co-commentating with Bix Williams. It's been a dream come true, Bix.
I've only known you for, what, about a year now?
Yeah.
Best year of my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I couldn't do this without you. And we couldn't do it without the two football teams here today. The Liverpool seconds and the Salford firsts. And, you know, all credit to the fans that are staying out because, you know, it's Christmas time. I'm sure there's Christmas markets going on across the city of Manchester and Salford, which is a city. Fun fact for you at home. But they've decided to stay here and watch the University of Salford firsts against the University of Liverpool seconds. And so far, Liverpool of Uni seconds are out on top, 2-0 up. Bit of aggro on the sidelines there. Number 2 looks for his man, who's available, and it goes to number 9. And he's always going to struggle there when there's... Ooh. Just a bit of frustration there, I think, from number 9. You know, he had 3 men around him. He did well to even keep the ball.
Yeah, I think that is going to be a big thing. You know, you're going to get frustrated, especially, you know, when you're someone who wants those chances. Not getting them, it's just...
Yeah, he's being dragged out wide. I think is number 9 currently playing up front. It does feel like number 2 and number 9 are always sort of congested on this right-hand side. I think they just need to be a bit more expansive in their play. And the chances will come. Unlucky from number 9, and it goes straight back to Liverpool.
Still manage to keep the press. You know, they're giving no time for Liverpool to enjoy that football in the centre of the field.
Yeah, I think the excitement of the game has petered out a little bit. You know, may have spoke too soon. This is number 2.
Oh, a controversial
and was that the chance, Bix Williams? Maybe.
You'd like to think not, wouldn't you? Number 9's done an excellent job to keep hold of the ball. Just in-swings it down the right towards number 2, but the referee has called for an offside. And
we have to remind the viewers at home, obviously there's no linesman today, so he's got a really, really hard task, Finley Gaynor, to call these offsides, and a lot of the time they can be so minimal, can't they? No VAR in the University League.
Something else we didn't have in attendance today is the Salford Sirens, who were at the men's basketball game. It would have been very nice to see them at half-time.
I'm guessing that game will be inside though, and I would not be liking to wear a... Would you call it a skirt?
Yeah, a tutu is something used in ballet.
Tutu. Yeah, well, either way, I would not want to be wearing that in this weather.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't know if we've mentioned it yet, guys, but it is really cold.
It is indeed.
It's become quite a scrappy game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, really leaving everything on the pitch, and, well, for both sides, it's like it really did.
Both teams sort of struggling to really create any clear-cut chances in the second half. I struggle to recall a shot on target from either team. I think Liverpool have, but ultimately I can't recall it as of now.
Free kick for Salford now. A few yards out. It's whipped in.
Great clearance from number 8.
Here's a chance for Liverpool on the break. 9 prematurely releases.
What on
the
earth
ball.
was he doing, Bix? That was a
real
great
chance.
run, and only he can know what he intended there.
Yeah, I believe he had the better of his man, but he thought, I'll get rid of it as soon as possible, maybe.
There was a free man on the other side as well. Screams of offside from the Liverpool manager. Finley Gaynor doesn't blow up. That was dirty.
And it's another yellow card for Salford.
Yeah, I can see how that's being given.
It was a close one, but you could hear the sound of the challenge, couldn't you?
Yeah, that was poor. He just clipped him. I mean, I don't think he intended for it to be that malicious, but it's just poorly timed. The boys are saying it's not a foul. The Salford boys, I tend to disagree. As the game has stopped, I'd like to do a little message this Christmas time. A lot of people aren't as lucky as us, are they, Bix? There's children across the world struggling right now. You know, a prayer goes out to the children of Gaza. They must be having a terrible time. Hopefully we can provide some solace with our commentary in this tough time for the children of war. It's never nice, and you know, we don't get political here, Bix, but children suffering is never nice, is it?
It is not what you want. Liverpool coming down the right-hand side now.
Liverpool want a goal and they don't get one.
From my angle, that looked like it nearly clicked in.
Yeah. But your eyes can deceive you sometimes, Bix. And it went behind for a goal kick.
I was thinking maybe we might see a bit of Mudrick, you know, when he scored that one earlier in the season that he claimed was a shot.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Number 2, I think he's playing the offside trap, Liverpool. He needs to make sure he stays on side number 2. He's being called off a few times for being offside. But he looks lively, doesn't he? I think he's definitely made a difference in the attack, number 2. And number 9's been playing a lot better in the second half as well. But, you know, I think he did well in the first half. I think, for me, he's probably been their man of the match, I would say, for Salford, number 9. Even though I have said that they've been struggling to get any clear-cut chances. I think it's been a very dogged performance.
It has indeed. Liverpool enjoying the ball currently. Looking for an option.
I mean, there's a lot of space in the middle of that park, isn't there?
You're almost expecting someone to just run into it, you know, gain those extra yards.
I think both teams play fairly similar in the way that they want to try and get the balls out to the wing. But I think that just leads to sort of less.
Red ball whipped in.
Oh!
Once again, just struggled.
That was maybe the moment there for Salford to get back in the game. It's just not their day, I don't think, Bix.
So, well, Justin Bieber said, never say never. You know, there's still time left in this game.
Can I get a quick Christmas song for you before the corner is taken?
From me personally?
Yeah.
Snow was falling all around us.
Children playing, having fun. 'Tis the season. There's no understanding. Corner whipped in. Cleared. Yeah, it's cleared by the Liverpool defenders.
Great header from number 5. Number 14 goes to the deck.
That's excellent from number 14, keeping the ball. Back to number 4. Can he find a man? Cool, calm and collected from number 4 there. But still no goal for Salford, and the ball is given away again. Number 15 fighting to get the ball back. You can't say they haven't tried, Salford, and I think at times possibly tried too hard to the point where you start committing fouls you don't want to commit, you know.
It was a very intentful looking challenge by the Liverpool player. Luckily, the Salford player did not engage with it. 12 now, around the edge of the box, takes on his man, he beats him.
I think this could be in. Oh. I'll be honest, Bix, I want to see more goals. I think this
you
is
might
what
see
this
one,
game...
number 6.
Oh. And he skies it.
Actually, well, I was worried then they'll hit Radcliffe.
But I think it's worth having a go at this stage, isn't it, for Liverpool? They really, you want to kill the game off, and I think they can afford to take these pot shots. You know, I think they are comfortable. You know, if I'm the Liverpool manager, I'm not too worried. But at the same time, I'm thinking, come on, boys, we've been by far the better team here. We need to kill this game off.
As that clock runs down, you know, it's just gonna get more and more confident. I think they're going to show that on the pitch.
Yeah. And the clock is ticking for Salford, still without a goal. And that's a poor touch from the Liverpool man. Out for a Liverpool throw-in. How are your legs feeling, Bix?
The legs are fine. I actually have a pair of shorts underneath the cargos today.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I should have layered up more with the trousers. And he hits the deck there, number 6.
Excellent job from number 10.
And he's got to score.
17,
surely
he's
got to score. Striker! That was a goal.
Now that could be Raps, and you know what I think it is. He's done an excellent job, the number 10 for Liverpool, as he just, you know, he looks up, he scans that pitch, lays it off on his right foot, and on that side finds number 17, who just brings the keeper to the floor and slots it home for what has got to be 3 points for the University.
I was worried he was going to muck that up there for his sake. You know, I thought he's got to score, and a look to the camera there from the Liverpool man.
He's shown great composure. He's going to be very happy to watch that one back after this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, congratulations to the Liverpool boys. Obviously, commiserations to the Salford lads as of yet. I mean, the game's not over, but I think that just about kills it. I think, you know, that's the final nail in the coffin as far as I'm concerned. Salford haven't really looked like scoring.
Again, it's what we said from the beginning of the game. You know, with what transpired, you cannot let the floodgates open.
And are they going to score another here?
We brought his man to the ground, but number 5
he sat him down there.
It back.
Number 12. There's been a lot of shrieks today, a lot of frustration. But that just shows the passion from both sides, and you can't say both teams aren't fully committed. You know, and that's lovely to see at uni level football. The passion for the beautiful game that we all love. And this game that we all love was, of course, invented in my home city, Sheffield, where the Sheffield rules were written. Those are the rules being officiated by Finley Gaynor today. And again, I'd love to say he's done an excellent job.
It really has some massive calls to make from second one.
Hey, if I had to make some of the calls that Finley Gaynor had to make today, I'd be thinking in my head, uh-oh, this is a tricky one. And if Finn was thinking that, he didn't show it. He stayed very very cool, calm, and collected. You know, standing at 6'1", he is a commanding presence in the middle of that game. Risky play from the Liverpool defenders here, and it's out for a Liverpool throw-in.
Guys, come on!
Salford goalkeeper not happy, swearing at his players. It's not nice to see, but you can understand the frustration. Oh, number 10 coming through here. Can he make this run count? Number 15, back to the keeper. Good play from number 15. Number 9 calling for the ball. Will he get it? No. Slight touch from number 2, but there's not much he could have done with that ball, and it's out for a throw-in. What do you think the Christmas number 1's going to be this year?
It's a great question. Well, I've heard Lad Baby now they do well, but they have to
I can't stand Lad Baby. It's very cringy, you know. And I get it's for charity and stuff, but I think it's all personal promotion for them. I think it'll be Fairy Tale of New York.
Yeah.
Because Shane McGowan has sadly passed away.
Recently as well, I feel like it's gonna be the year of that song.
Yeah, it's not looking like a fairy tale for Salford. However, today it's looking like they'll lose the game.
Here, some dirty old town.
Yeah, dirty old town.
Salford City walk out.
Dirty old. Do they? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I've been to see them once this season, and they lost to Notts County, who have super David McGoldrick up front. Big shout out to David McGoldrick. I'm sure he's watching at home. And Salford have an attack here. Can they make this count? Just slightly overhit for number 2, but the chance hasn't completely gone away. Number 6 is calling for it. He doesn't get it. And the Liverpool defender there. Man down, man down. Finley Gaynor showing love, respect and empathy there, stopping the game for number 6. It's looking like cramped Bix, and I'm not surprised the way he's been running around this game.
He's been up and down that pitch from minute 1. He's really, trying to make up for that man missing. And honestly, I've forgotten. With how Salford played today, with how intense the pressing's been, how good they've looked on the ball. Of course, the chances created haven't been the best, but you cannot really tell they've been a man down this game.
Yeah, he's definitely had his porridge before this game, but obviously there's only so much the human body can be put through before a cramp starts to set in. Can you believe it, Bix? Yesterday I had 2 helpings of beef lasagna.
I cannot believe you're awful.
He is. He's recovered from his cramp.
14.
Number 14. Can he score? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
Ray from the goalkeeper. He wants that clean sheet. That for me, that's another chance that Salford just had to take advantage of, but they couldn't. They got a bit of luck. The ball bounced their way, but it still remains 2-0. 3-0, sorry.
Yeah, he's cleaning. I'll start that again. He's keeping his sheets firmly clean as of now. as clean as this Liverpool kit. Not a speck on anyone's kit, to be fair, although we are playing on AstroTurf.
A tough call given again.
Yeah, he's getting a bit of abuse, the referee, isn't he? But
Yeah, I think he's got a lot right today, but I don't actually agree with that one.
no, I would agree. But you know what? He's trying his best, Bix. And that's all that counts. And I think he's got all the big calls right. He's got all the big calls right. I am sounding a bit like Nadine Dorris defending Boris Johnson here. But I truly believe Finn Gaynor has got the big calls right.
We'll return from 9. Finds it through to 14.
He's got to have a shot here.
Down the
He
left.
does.
Into the keeper's hands.
He's keeping his sheets clean.
He's not started today, 14. You know, contrary to what you would think. A very good start to the season, but not fully warmed up, maybe. Just know he can get that ball in the net.
Speaking of clean sheets, how often do you clean your sheets, Bix?
Well, in this economy, you know, I'm now having to pay for my own washing.
I know, it's a nightmare, and it's like £4 a pop. It's very annoying. Doesn't always work as well. I've had it where I've put my washing in and it hasn't washed, or I've put it in the dryer and it hasn't dried. It's still wet. But I have like a 2 bed sheet rotation. Like I've got 2 bed sheets, so like when I change one, I put it in the basket, and it's better that way. I don't have to clean it as much. But yeah, I think it is time for me to clean my sheets, because I've got home from a night out a few times and I have 8 in my bed, and that's not what you want, is it? Rolling around in crumbs. And like me, the Salford strikers have been feeding off scraps today. They've not really been fed. You know, number 14's been through on goal twice in the past few minutes, and I think they're the only 2 times a Salford player has been through on goal in this game.
I think number 9's done an excellent job just getting in behind the striker. He has such a good skill at trapping the ball.
Yeah.
An excellent run down that left-hand side.
Can he make it count? That's
an excellent
He's got to
ball.
have a shot here. And it's out.
I think I've got to agree with you, Lewis. He's been my player of the match today.
Yeah. Who's been your Liverpool player of the match so far? I think it's hard, because I think what Liverpool do well is they've played really well as a team. I don't think they have any individuals that stand out. But I've been a big fan of number 8 in the midfield. I think he's still playing. I think he's been very good. Oh, that's a shocking foul, and it's all kicking off.
That's a very physical encounter there.
Yeah, I'm glad that tensions haven't boiled too high.
Great composure from 14.
Yeah, you know, it's only football, and it'll be all hugs and kisses after the game, won't it, Bix? As it should be.
Free kick for Salford now, late into the game. Any information on the scores on the board, Lewis?
Okay, so Premier League results so far: Brighton 1, Brentford 1, Bournemouth 1, Crystal Palace 0, Fulham 2, Nottingham Forest 0, and Liverpool 1, Sheffield United 0.
Hopefully that is Captain Mohamed Salah.
Virgil van Dijk, he's just scored.
Trent Alexander-Arnold assist. He's been on good form.
He's been great this season, hasn't he? But I think he's better in midfield, personally, Trent.
The fantasy team will be happy, and Wello has scored the goal for Brentford. And Matoma's finally returned for Brighton 2 weeks after I removed it.
Sound the alarm. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Sheffield United have a shot on target. I don't think we got a single shot on target until our goal against Bournemouth in the 90th minute, which was shocking.
Great touch from 9. Liverpool can't seem to stop him, so resulted in a foul.
And while Salford are losing, you know, I think they've put up a lot more fight than my team, Sheffield United, have this season. I think the boys should be proud of themselves. The boys that have stayed on the pitch, that is, and you know, I think they've done very well against quite a good Liverpool team. I think ultimately it's just a difference in class.
Saw a touch from Lecky, number 14, but absolute work of art. If he's had a few more minutes today,
Right.
it could have really been a different story.
Number 17, can he make a run here? That's a great pass. He is offside. For
He's going to keep playing. Goes for the dink.
Oh, he's so unlucky not to get his goal because he has been excellent today. Offside for me, Bix, that. But you know what? I think he deserved a goal. He deserved a goal for the game and the move.
If you look at this Salford attack right now, you've got 17, you've got 14, you've got 9. They have been working very, very well off the pitch of the rivalry. You know, they're passing it. You know, they seem very short on where their other teammate will be, and the confidence that they'll be able to, you know, go through and actually achieve something. The crossbar.
3 goals to Liverpool and 3 minutes left on my watch of this game. And the ref has just said it, 3 minutes. I think it's next to impossible that Salford get anything now. I have to say, like we've said a few times now, it's good that it's not been a massacre, because conceding a penalty within the first minute is just very poor game management from the Salford boys.
Salford are in home action for quite a few weeks.
3 more weeks, I think, Vix.
Yeah, it's very nice. But their next game we will have to wait a while. On Wednesday, the 24th of January at 1 o'clock, right here at Peel Park. They take on Manchester Mets.
Here we go. Can Salford get a goal? No, they can't. Number 6 for Liverpool. Playing the easy pass. Can it reach number 10 on the wing? It can. Oh, and he's tripped.
Salford have to take advantage here. 6 drives it
And
down
can
the right
number
hand side.
6.
And
Oh,
9.
great play
Footwork.
from number 9. I think that they're making something of nothing there. I don't think that was a foul.
Just a part of the game, really. A bit of physicality.
And look, I think he's going to get up now, isn't he? No, he's not going to get up. See, that's I think that's just poor. I don't see the need to stay down there.
3-0 up. He looked fine. He was getting up on his own.
I think he was going to get up, wasn't he, until his counterpart told him to get up.
The gaffer coming in for a few words.
We can't always get everything right from this side of the pitch, to be fair. If you're watching at home, you know, there could have been something in that we missed. I think it was just a coming together of players, because number 9, as you can see as well, is down. You know, I think both players are hurt, but I don't think there was any malicious intent in any of that for me. It's not a foul. Play on. You know, ultimately it's not going to change the result, because at this point of the game I think Liverpool have got it in the bag.
Making sure their players are safe, though. You know, this will be the worst time for one of your lads to put with an injury.
Yeah, I think the goalkeeper will be gutted if he doesn't keep a clean sheet now. He hasn't really had much to do. But Salford aren't giving up. They're trying to get that goal.
I think that's what they need. It's a close lead this season.
Yeah.
Every goal does count.
Absolutely, Vix. Well intercepted by the Liverpool man. Great feet. He's still got the ball, number 11. And they're just passing it back at this stage, aren't they, Vix? And yeah, the game I think has petered out at this stage. Liverpool know they've won it. They don't want to concede.
Very
Salford know they've lost. Strong words from the Liverpool manager there. This just shows these boys don't give up. They want that goal. Even if they are 3-0 down, you've got to commend the effort. And number 9 still going. Here's number 15.
Sorry.
It's all right. Great manners there from the Liverpool manager. Ooh! Ouchie.
Oh, he's giving it in favour of Salford. I believe number 5 did go in for that first.
Again, I struggle to call that either way. I think that was a coming together of players.
It is what we call in the industry a 50-50.
Yeah. The manager's goofing around on the pitch, just off camera. What is he like, Vic Williams?
Oh, he's clearly got it right today. Of course, you know. See, went in favour.
I think the tactics have been on point for Liverpool, to be fair. Oh, and it's a goal! Number 4. The goalkeeper is going to be very upset with that, isn't he? Very upset.
Yeah, but it is a goal for Salford. They managed, you know, to make sure Liverpool don't go back with the clean sheet. A very long whipped in free kick. As the referee blows
but it's
full
just
time.
a consolation goal right at the end. And I think the majority of the Salford players won't care because they'll just be disappointed with that loss. But Liverpool with a better team today. I don't think there can be any complaints with the winner today.
Yeah, this does mean Liverpool will remain second in the table, keeping Salford in third. If you want to see Salford play at home, they will be here on the 24th of January at 1 o'clock to face Manchester Met seconds. A cold one tonight, not the ideal result.
It's been cold.
But it has been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Bix. I mean, yeah, from the Salford standpoint, you're going to be disappointed. It's a away game for Liverpool, so they'll have back on the coach. Very happy, won't they? But you know what? Don't worry, guys. A classic bit of banter. Go on. He's bottled it. Go on. Do you want to enter him, Bix?
Okay, yeah, again.
Hello.
All right, I'm joined with
Ryan Saunders.
Ryan.
Nice to meet you,
Congratulations on the win today.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your side did?
I feel as though first half, I think the red card really killed them. As though we played well in areas, took our chances, and they didn't. Simple as.
Fair enough. Well, you know, there was a lot of cards from the host today, Salford. How do you react to all of that? Because you know you'd think you might want to put something back on, but
I think it was a lack of disciplinary from their side. I think we just kept our heads better than them. Their chops in all game. Didn't have anything to show for it.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, go on.
What are your Christmas plans this year?
Probably go home. Probably go home to Wales.
Yeah.
Spend some good time with the family.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, lovely speaking to you. Congratulations.
I'll meet you, lads. Have a good one.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. Very, very respectful from the Liverpool boys, to be fair. Yeah, I thought you had a great game, number 13.
yeah, I think they're a very physical side. They used it so well, and that's why they're going to leave here today with 3 points.
Yeah, they deserved it. They deserved it. You know, I'm sure they'll have a good trip back, a good laugh. You know, I'm glad that we had a good reception, because you can never be too certain, can you? You know, we tried our best not to get in the way, and I think we did well. You know, we didn't have one single ball hit the camera or us, so we got away with it. That's sort of my main relief of today, and I've had a lot of fun. Yeah, all the Salford boys have gone quite quickly. It's cold. I don't blame them.
So yeah, I think
I'm excited to get back myself. But having said that, it's been an absolute pleasure to do this with you, Vix.
Genuinely, I hope this is the first of many.
Yeah.
So from me, from Lewis, from Thomas, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you soon.
See you next time.
Go. I'm here with referee Finley again. It was a busy one today, wasn't it?
It was a very busy one indeed. Lots of cards, lots of big decisions to make, but that's how we like them, innit?
So what? 30 seconds into the game, you've had to award a penalty. What was going through your mind when that happened?
Well, I feel like for the first 5 minutes, you want to set the precedent for how the players want to, how the players sort of approach you and stuff. So you want to be strong in the first 5 minutes, and you know, it's a bit of a dream scenario for a referee when a penalty comes across in the first 30 seconds, because you lay your marker, then you're like, right, I'm not taking anything, I'm not taking any stick, basically. And I've just seen it. They basically kicked off straight away. He's kicked it long. And then, you know, he's gone over the plate of the defenders, 4-4. No, never not going to be a penalty. So straight away blows to the spot. But it was a bit of a shock, like, but it's got to give them, haven't you?
And that was what I think most of us thought was going to be the big decision you had to make that half. But no, moments later, 2 yellows in the space of a minute.
But yeah, the first one, obviously the foul got given, and then the two midfielders are kind of tussling a little bit. I've sort of turned and then turned back to obviously count the wall, and I've seen him sort of put his head into his chest, and obviously a headbutt's a red card because it's with excessive force. And to be completely honest on camera, I kind of bottled it a little bit. I probably should have sent him off, like speaking back on it. But yeah, I didn't. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because, you know, I don't want to be a robotic referee. I like to be lenient, so but I feel like I was a bit too lenient then. He definitely should have gone for the first challenge, speaking back on it retrospectively. But then I've gone over, I've given the booking, I've given the free kick, it's come back out and he's halved him. So I thought, you've done me a favour there, mate, because you've sort of covered my mistake up. Second yellow, he's got to go. He's got to go.
Yeah, and speaking of the yellow card, Salford got themselves into trouble a few times this game. Yeah,
they did. Yeah, they just kept throwing in unnecessary challenges for me, and reckless challenges is how it's known by law. There was one where he kind of jumped in with both feet and he was arguing to me saying he won the ball. And from a referee's perspective, I don't care if you win the ball. If you go in with excessive force, it's a red card. So when you've won the ball with excessive force, I'm a bit more lenient. So I'm sort of thinking, okay, it's a yellow card because you have won the ball, but you've also gone in with excessive force. So that's why I gave the yellow for that. And then there's another one where he just kind of clipped him, and I just thought, come on, mate, you came from behind, you clipped him.
Well, I don't know if you've seen Salford's past few results. Like, they've been playing a lot of games on the road, and with that, you know, you've not got the home backing. You know, the other team's bringing in a ref. Do you feel like that probably came into this game not really being used to having a home ref? Of course, you're going to be completely unlenient at all times, but
well, yeah, I think it helps the players that they know me, and I'm not going to act like they don't. You know what I mean? They all do. They know me by name, so and that's only because I've done a few fair games. So I feel like it helps them to have a home referee and a familiar face, but in a way there, they kind of didn't take advantage of that. You know, they still, you know, obviously I'm not going to be lenient towards them, but if I know a player better, maybe I'll be a bit more, you know, reasonable with them. I think the word I'm looking for. So, you know, it's hard to really say because I'm never lenient. I'm never not. I'm never not lenient, so I'm never biased. But when you referee in familiar faces, it helps, and I don't think Salford took advantage of that today because the Liverpool team almost, you know, they spoke to me more, whereas I feel that Salford players shouted at me a lot more, which, you know, it doesn't sway my decisions, but it definitely makes things less complicated.
I'll get you off soon, but to be fair, you know, it's Liverpool and Salford, you know, back home versus the new life at university.
Yeah.
Did you get anything from any of the players? Did they hear the accent?
Yeah, I mean, a few of them did. I think the skipper did a few times. He kind of looked at me a bit like, are you a Scouser? Which, you know, I am. So, you know, but listen, the lads were professional. I never got a shout saying I was biased because obviously it's a bit weird because obviously I'm a Scouser living in Salford, so, you know, you could make an argument for I'm biased to two teams if they are going to say I'm biased, which is a shout of hate. But no, they kind of picked up on it a little bit, but I didn't get as much abuse as I usually do for it. Definitely not.
Right, Finn, enjoy Wreck the Halls.
I will indeed. Nice one. Cheers, mate. Cheers, boys.
Oh my God, get me home.